Amazing. You look at the numbers, Americans don't trust Washington to get things done.
Right.
Let's just drain the swamp of ideology. And if you're just an independent voter out there, you don't pay a lot of attention, you say, okay, well, back 4 years ago, we had this economic crisis and people said we're going to have a jobs problem, unemployment going up. Washington spent the first 2 years obsessing on health care. And they spent the next 2 years obsessing on the debt. Washington, the president and Congress, they haven't gotten a connection, the message out, and they haven't had the focus that I think most Americans want them to have.
Well, first, there's a disconnect. Washington cannot create jobs. The government cannot create jobs. The government can tax people. It can redistribute income. It can make transfer payments. It cannot create a job other than a government job. And the stimulus was an example of that. It was an abject failure at the price of almost $1 trillion. So what people are looking for, of course it was. It was not supposed to raise employment above 8%. And
it sounds like Parliament does that.
And now we're stuck above 8%. If that's
not my right honorable friend agreeing.
If that's success, I can't wait for ex-President Obama to run on it.
Facts are stubborn things. The economy was losing 775,000 jobs a month when Obama took office. We're now gaining anemically about 100,000 a month. That's not an abject failure.
There was such a deep hole to fill.
You can put lipstick on that pig. That pig ain't flying.
What the stimulus
the president promised it wouldn't go above 8%. It went above 10%, and we're down $1 trillion. I'll take my $1 trillion back.
The stimulus stopped the arterial bleeding of the
issue that the voters look for in the executive is confidence. It's character. It's a sense that he's going to get me through the night, whatever bad is going on out there. And people have lost that in Barack Obama. I don't think people expect the government all the solutions, but they want to be lifted up. That's what Barack Obama has lost. So that's what's up for grabs in the 2012 election.
Gene, respond. Ari said government can't create a job. The stimulus was a failure. You disagree.
The stimulus wasn't a failure. The stimulus stopped the bleeding of 770,000 jobs a month. To say that it was a failure is just simply objectively not true.
This patient's still in the hospital and bleeding.
Number two, okay, you want to be uplifted. You kill Osama bin Laden. That's pretty good,
yeah.
That's pretty uplifting. So if, I don't know what more you want. What else do you want the guy to do? It's as if you set an impossible standard followed by an impossible standard followed by an impossible
You mean
standard.
like healing the planet and stopping the ocean temperatures from rising? Who set the impossible standard?
He just sort of said, he obviously, there were unrealistic expectations, Jonathan, that haunt this president every day.
Yeah, and he's working
politically.
Absolutely, and he knew that when he came in. Remember, that inaugural address was to kind of tone down people's expectations. He's never found that sweet spot between those expectations and his pragmatic approach to governing, and he's got to find it if he's going to get reelected, because right now he still doesn't have that connection that he needs, and he's had the worst week probably of his presidency.
You need to follow up.